their lands all over the white bit here, outside to Jordan, Syria, Lebanon and Egypt as refugees. And by the way, we have more than 4 million Palestinian refugees who are still living outside, and they've been denied the right to go back to Palestine, basically. And they've even been denied any kind of right to visit, unless they never done anything, which is almost impossible to Israel to give anyone even a permission to visit for a week. These days, which is the far end, the photo there, you can see this is today. The United Nations agreed on this one here. This is what we call the green line, which is the ceasefire line that been agreed by the United Nations, and this meant to be the Palestinian state. So, breaking the international law, Israel now built like a wall, and surrounding these, you can see these small ghettos that we are living there as Palestinians. And even like these white bits inside, that's the West Bank there, all these white bits now being taken by the Israeli. And they are building settlements there, they are using these lands. We're not allowed to access these lands at all. So, the West Bank and Gaza Strip, we're like 4 million Palestinians who lives on both sides, and we have 40%, as my friend here said before, under the age of 15. 4 million out of the Palestinians who live actually are as refugees outside, as mentioned before. We have more than 418 villages that have been destroyed in 1948, in 1967, during the wars of Israel against the Palestinians. Many of these towns have been evacuated by force, or many of these towns actually, people who lived there have been massacred. And no one talking about that here, like it's hidden history. Since 1967, which is when Israel actually occupied the West Bank and Gaza Strip, more than 600,000 Palestinians who have been sent to prison at different kinds of charges, from even writing on the wall, all the way to do any kind of act against the resistance, even if it's military. At least for 1 week, some people will be sent to prison. When they arrest you, basically, they will send you to interrogation. The maximum time to spend interrogation is 90 days. During these 90 days, no one will know where are you, not even the Red Cross. You will be missing for 90 days under interrogation, including physical interrogation. After that, you'll be sent to court, even if you like a teenager, for example, even if you are 13, you'll be sent to court, military court, basically. So the judge, the prosecution, your lawyer, all are soldiers. So your enemy and your defender are the same. So they will send you to the court, and if they couldn't find anything against you, there's no evidence, there's nothing like serious charges, they might send you to something that doesn't exist anywhere in the world apart from Israel, that's called administrative arrest. So they will keep you in the prison just in case we find something in the future. So they will keep you for 6 months, and they can renew these 6 months. I know some people will spend 4 years, I know some people will spend 15 years without any charges, just in case. By year 2000, that's before the Intifada, as we know, there was like an uprising in Palestine because people felt really angry, there's no solution. There was more than 6,700 Palestinians prisoners in the Israeli prisons. Now, as a human rights in Palestine, we all know like there's major issues. Will be education, will be freedom of movement, clean water. That's basically, I can guarantee that all these issues does exist in my town. So, for example, I would love to do this one because I used to give speeches for students, and that will make it really easy for them. My town is there. It's like less than 7 miles away from the old city of Jerusalem, and everyone used to go there for shopping, as you go from here to Oxford Circus to do your shopping. So, if I want to go from Abu Dhabi to Jerusalem, I have to take that road, but I cannot anymore. Why? Because we have here the wall. It's a 9 meters high wall that stops you from going to Jerusalem, and it's been built since 2003, and it's keep expanding and taking land. I used to work in Ramallah after I graduated. It's like, if there's no checkpoints or anything, it will take you like half an hour, 40 minutes drive directly. If I want to go, no, you can't. Why? There's 2 checkpoints. I have to queue. If I'm being lucky enough, I'll be in the taxi, but I still have to queue, and they have to check you over and over. And there's 2 checkpoints. No idea why 2, but you have to go through 2 checkpoints to go to your work. Sometimes you have to queue for 3 hours. Sometimes they won't even stop you. Sometimes they will tell you like it's closed, go back home. That's it. So you cannot have any planned days back in Palestine.